All right, man. Let's talk about Jaron Ennis with my moisturized ass face this morning. Media fans are calling him out, saying that he trying to avoid the smoke at 154 pounds. So now that's becoming a thing with him. And you don't understand most of the people that support him. They only, especially through the media, and a lot of these fans only support him because of Earl Spence to get back at Bud, and because he was affiliated with PBC, and now he left PBC and Bud just disappeared, or um that Crawford fight don't happen or whatever, then he in a position where um that fan base gonna evaporate. They gonna start turning on him and shit like that. And y'all know how that shit goes. So Boots understand at 47 Foxhole to high for real competition. And you got people saying, "Oh, he bigger than everybody else. He a weight bully and all that." And they only use those things when it pertains to black fighters. You know what I'm saying? Or fighters they just choose. They'd be like, "Well, I don't like them." That's when they start. That's when they start using them type of things, bro. Like, oh man, woo, 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 he ain't shit and he ain't this and he ain't that, and you like, all right, but everybody else can come in and Fury can be 70 pounds heavier than his opponents, and nobody say nothing about it, right? Um, so that kind of just be kind of my problem with a lot of these you know, being keeping consistent. If he can make 147 and he want to get accolades there, get accolades there. It's been plenty times where Canelo didn't hit at a catch weight or didn't fight the best or was one belt away from being undisputed and didn't want to do it because who had the belt. So I feel like if he want to stay at 47, that's what he should do. If the plan is to get belts and be undisputed and sew up a division, do it while you can do it. And then they talk about he looked drained at the weight, and he looked when you're young, you can take that beating as far as cutting weight. Yeah, when you're young, you can take the physical beat from the cut. You really can. So that'd be crazy to me where everybody be talking about like, oh man, this, that, and the third, and he this, and he looked drained, and they try to shame you into moving up. That's one thing you got to learn in life. Can't let nobody shame you or peer pressure you into doing things that's not in your character or that's not in your best interest, or you feel that's not in your best interest, especially from strangers. Especially from strangers. If the plan for him is to stay at 147 pounds, do it. If the plan is to see if we can get some belts, do it. Now, if you can't get those belts and it's better fights and more money at 54, and you feel like, that's what you want to do it. Just because Ortiz got exposed don't mean Boots gonna go up there and get exposed. Just because Ortiz can't make weight no more don't mean Boots ain't disciplined enough to make weight. And they'll talk about a guy. This is how funny boxing is, right? They'll talk about a guy like Boots. Oh, he's avoiding 54, but they won't talk about the guys in the division that's avoiding Terrence Crawford. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. They'll talk about a guy that's not in the division, ducking the division, but they won't talk about the guys that's in the division, ducking the division, people in the division. Excuse me. Make it make sense. Seriously. Make it make sense for me. Help me help you. Make it make sense. So when I be hearing all these things, there's these shaming tactics. And 9 times out of 10, it's always black men that's under scrutiny for shaming tactics. Like I told you, when it comes to peer pressure from you young guys, you ain't got to do shit they say do. Listen to me. You ain't got to do that shit. But plenty of time, oh man, you weak, you soft, man, for not doing, man, shit. So be it. So be it. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to live with that decision at the end of the day. Don't nobody else got to live with that decision but you. You got to live with that decision. So He can't let these people shame him and oh man, you ain't scared to go up there. Nah. I'm gonna stay right here. I'm gonna stay right here and get and try to get belts. Now, if he can't get politics and get the fights he want there, then I'm pretty sure. Now I'm pretty sure they gonna move. That he gonna move up. Then I'm pretty sure. But he gotta realize that the people that's claiming to be fans, they not really fans of his. They fans of his through Errol Spence to get back at Bud. That's just what it is. And if Bud didn't exist, they'd still be hating on him. Tell me I'm wrong. They still would be hating. You know, they still would be hating. So hopefully he know that. Hopefully he know that. But it says Jaron Ennis promoter Eddie Hearn received terrible news last week. The IBF mandated him versus Karen Turkogyan in a rematch that would eat up the remaining fight for Philadelphia this year. He fought twice, so it sounded like they wanted to fight a stay busy fight anyway. The goal of Booth staying at 47 long enough to become the undisputed champion will require more time than he can afford, stall his career, and hurt his money making potential. I mean, what you mean more time than he can afford? That's what I'm trying to. What you mean? I don't understand that. He young. How old is this guy? How old is this guy? 27. So I mean, he's still young. I mean, what you mean it's gonna hurt him? Going up to 47 and jumping to the politic pool. You know, you know what I mean? It ain't guaranteed you're gonna get a big fight at 54, excuse me, jumping up there. So they be saying some crazy shit. So of course they're gonna turn to Crawford. He said standing at 47 and signing weaknesses, he would be no better off popularity wise than he is now. Moose would probably be worse off because those fights will go under the radar of casual boxing fans, and he would be in his 30s the time to complete the job. He said Ennis already defeated Turkogyan, okay, blah, blah, blah. So basically, it's not a sign of weakness. Like real talk, it ain't like 47 is a hotbed for big money fights. Them dudes don't pull no numbers, not named Crawford. Tim Tszyu outside of Australia, unless you want to go deep down under, no did he? He ain't no big ticket puller in the States. His last pay-per-view did 10,000. Less than 10,000, I heard. So that's crazy. Like, Fondor, he don't sell. He don't sell. So, people can say what they want. It ain't that many big fights at 54. Them dudes don't sell. So but they always gonna throw little things out there, and try to shame people into moving up in weight and try to shame people into oh man, you should do this, but they ain't shame Canelo. He should fight David Morrell. He should fight David Benavidez. That'd be what's best for the sport. They just feel like they can just shame us into doing things. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely not. If he don't want to go up there, he ain't got to. 54 ain't going nowhere. It ain't like I'm going up to 54 and I'm about to get these big pay-per-view fights. You ain't. Them fights ain't as well known. Them fights ain't as well known as them fights ain't as well known as the 54 fights, really. Let's keep it funky. Let's keep it funky. Ain't nobody really checking for them fights like that. Fondor ain't got no pull. None. So, would I like to see him up there in the mix? Yeah. But I think that's contingent on if they can get that Barrios fight. And if they can get that Barrios fight, then I think they like, okay, Steonis got one more fight with PBC we can get him, and then Bob and Eddie, they work together to do the Norman Jr. fight. So I think they will work together to make that happen. So yeah. So I think they will work together to make that. So yeah, I mean, if he get that Barrios fight out the way, then you know, um, he might be in business. He might be in big business. So let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance. Get notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love and support. Check out the Patreon. Peace.